Welcome back to Wall Again, where passion meets music, and today we are on to the letter P in my music collection. So let's kick off here with Pearl Jam. Got their debut album 10, which is amazing, one of my favourite albums of all time. Got the follow-up Versus. This is also a great album, but a little more patchy, less of a slick production that's on 10, and the songs are, more onto kind of a punk rock, grunge vibe, the classic rock vibe that was on 10, but still a great album, no doubt. This album, Vitalogy, it's hit and miss. It's got some of Pearl Jam's best songs on it, in my opinion, and some of my favourites. Stuff like Nothing Man, Not For You, Better Man, all brilliant stuff. But then it's also got, a lot of weird stuff on here, and yeah, it doesn't really all. I don't play that album without skipping it, shall we say? Okay, moving on to a hidden gem from Pearl Jam. This one here, Yield. This is one of the first albums I heard from Pearl Jam back in the late 1990s when I was getting into music. It's got The Brain of Jay, Faithful, which is brilliant, Given to Fly, Wishlist, Do the Evolution, Low Light. It's an absolutely brilliant album, and I'd highly recommend it if you haven't heard it before. Sticking with Pearl Jam, I have the live album from 2003, recorded at the Benaroya Hall. It's kind of an acoustic, sort of a sit-down kind of vibe. Very good, and it's warts and all. They don't fix any mistakes on this one. Next we have the Pearl Jam self-titled album, or Avocado album as some people call it. I actually like this one. I think it's quite good. Life Wasted is a great song. Worldwide Suicide, Gone is a brilliant song, very underrated. And then we have an album that divides many fans, Pearl Jam fans. It's called Backspacer. I actually like it. It's really, really raw production again, but I think there's some great songs on it. Unthought Known is brilliant. The Fixer is brilliant. Gonna See My Friend, Got Some. All great stuff in my opinion. And then we move on to their latest release as of this video being recorded. It's this one here, Dark Matter, from 2024, I believe. Yeah, last year it was released. It's a decent album. I probably thought it was better when it got released, and then as I listened to it more, or actually haven't listened to it, I suppose, and that's the point. It's one of those albums that's kind of faded after the initial excitement of the release. I've got the bootleg, it's the official Pearl Jam bootleg of the Dublin gig from last summer, and that was a great gig. So it's nice to have that one on CD. I also have a bootleg of the MTV Unplugged on DVD. I've got Joe Perry's Have Guitar Will Travel album. I think I got that free with a magazine, so just threw it in here. And then we move on to Tom Petty, one of my favourite singer-songwriters. So I have the debut album from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. So this one's got American Girl, Breakdown, Anything That's Rock and Roll. Great album, great debut album. Then we move on to You're Gonna Get It. This one here. This is more of a rocky kind of an album, a little bit darker. So what songs are on this that you might know? You're Gonna Get It, obviously the title track. I Need to Know, brilliant song. And Listen to Her Heart. Okay, moving on here then. We have Southern Accents from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is a little bit odd. We're in the 1980s now at this stage with the band. This was released in 1985. So songs like Don't Come Around Here No More, they've got like synths and programmed drums. So yeah, it's an okay album. It's hit and miss. Then we move on to the period where Tom Petty was writing and recording albums on his own. So we have the Full Moon Fever album. I think that was released in 1989. Yeah, and of course produced by Jeff Lynne with Tom Petty and Mike Campbell. Love this, one of my favourite albums. Free Falling, I Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant album. And then following on with the Jeff Lynne productions, they brought that into Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and we have this, Into the Great Wide Open. There's a couple of good tracks on this one. Learning to Fly I like the title track as well. But yeah, I think it's considered one of the weaker Tom Petty albums. I have the Greatest Hits, Tom Petty Greatest Hits. This is a great collection of songs, one of the best greatest hits of all time. And I first heard this was my introduction into Tom Petty. Then moving on into the 90s then, We have Wildflowers from 1994. This is a brilliant album. This was produced by Rick Rubin, and I don't think there's any skips on this album. It's absolutely amazing. Very folky and acoustic and kind of country Americana vibe, but I still think it's brilliant. And then we have this solo album by Tom Petty, Highway Companion. But again, a lot of the Heartbreakers feature on this, and this one was produced by Jeff Lynne and recorded in, was this 2016? Doesn't say it on here. I think it mightn't have been 2016. Sorry, 2006. I think it was 2006. Okay, staying with P, we are on to The Police. So I have this compilation, 2 CDs, 30 tracks. It's a great compilation of all the best Police stuff, and a great cover as well, I think. And then we have this one, Sting and The Police. So that's kind of collections from The Police and Sting all on one CD, greatest hits. That's all I have from The Police. I have the full Pink Floyd discography from Piper at the Gates of Dawn. So it came in a box set. That's why I have them all. So we have Piper at the Gates of Dawn. We have A Fistful of Secrets. Music from the film More, Ummagumma. We have Adam Hart Mother, which is a great cover. We've got Medal, Obscured by Clouds. Of course, Dark Side of the Moon. Excellent stuff here. Wish You Were Here. We've got Animals. One of my favourites. Got The Wall. Final Cut. Very controversial album. Momentary Lapse of Reason, which is terrible. And then we've got The Division Bell, which is another excellent album. One of our best. Very underrated album. Okay, so that is the Pink Floyd collection. And then I have this Greatest Hits Echoes, which I think I lost one of the CDs off that one actually. But that is all of my collection for the letter P. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments below if there's any bands that I need to add to my collection, or if you like any of the music I have shown here on the letter P. Please let me know below if you have that in your collection, or if there are bands that you really like. If you could also hit the like button if you liked the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And I will talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.